guys, welcome back to the workshop. The other day we were working on this fire poker handle where we fit these bolt looking things onto the end here, onto a piece of, I think that might be 3/4 Rio bar, reinforcing steel, whatever you want to call it. Today we're going to be putting a shape on the other end of it to make it into a fire poker. This old poker here is one I've had for 30 years, came with the house, and I've never felt the need to replace it. It's just a piece of round bar with a piece of flat bar welded to the end, and it's surprisingly effective. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm not going to weld a piece on the end. I'm going to heat it up and squash it in the vise to make it flat, and then we'll hammer it out a bit and bend it around to make it into the shape we want. So it looks something like that. Come over and we'll light up the forge, and I'll give you a demo of how I do that. This is my little forge. I'd normally burn charcoal in it. You can run them off coal or coke, but charcoal grows on trees around here. I just chuck a bit of wood in there to get it started, then rake the coal on top of that, or the charcoal on top of that. It doesn't actually get as hot as a coal fire will, but it's plenty hot enough for what we need. What happens is here we've got a pipe coming in the bottom that's hooked up to the output side of an old vacuum cleaner, and the vacuum cleaner is hooked to a variable resistor up here that I can use to turn down the volume of air that goes through. So it's a pretty simple forge, and I found it to be quite effective. Once I get it hot, I'll come over to my leg vise and I'll just grab the hot bit in the jaws there and clamp it. If I hammer it out, it'll make the bar longer as well as wider, and what I really want to do is just make it wider, and I can hammer it a bit after that once I've got the shape I want. So let's light up the forge and we'll go from there. Could use a match, but this is just as effective. Could say it was more effective. I'll let that burn for a few minutes and I'll bring you back. Well, either not hot enough or that theory is not going to work. that's gonna take a few heats, I reckon. So let's do that. Some idiot forgot to press record. I've just grabbed that in the vise here, heated it up in the middle there, and just bent it around to 90 degrees. I'll just give this a bit of a tidy up now, and that's pretty much what I had in mind. If I compare it to my prototype, that's pretty close. Maybe just a little bit too long on the end there, but I can cut that off if I need to. Still be a bit hot for this yet. This stuff is just floor wax. What you do is you just wipe a bit on while it's still warm, and that'll stop it from going rusty. It's going to get stuck in the fire anyway, so this is just to make it look good before it arrives at its destination. Being careful not to burn my fingers. If you do it while it's still hot, it sucks it into the pores of the metal, so it stays on there a bit better. I did let it cool down for a few minutes. It wasn't straight off the fire. So there we go, guys. Gives you a bit of an idea, if you can see it there. So yeah, don't be afraid to heat stuff up and hit it with a big hammer. You don't need to have all the fancy gear straight off. I've seen people do a forge with an old barbecue or a brake drum, cast iron brake drum. This thing is what I've used as an anvil when I first got started. Just a piece of plate steel bolted onto a great big log. These things here, your anvil tools can go in the hole I've cut in the plate there. So yeah, easy to get started. Once I found an anvil, I just use this for various other projects. Anyway guys, I think we can call that done. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, don't be afraid to give us a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing. And we'll see you on the next one. I can't really see you.